Hein?
Hein?
Oh!
Get the hell out of here.
Bienvenue dans Inside, l'émission qui vous fait voir des choses que vous ne voulez pas voir. Installez-vous confortablement, éteignez la lumière. Si vous êtes fan de Nintendox, passez votre chemin. Aujourd'hui, on prend rendez-vous avec F.E.A.R 3. C'est mort de peur que nous avons eu la chance de tester le jeu dans une ambiance flippante. Peu de lumière, du paranormal, du sang. Histoire de rester dans la même atmosphère, on a pu discuter avec le producteur du jeu qui voit du F.E.A.R partout. La preuve, nous l'avons psychanalysé avec un test de Rorschach. Angoissant.
F.E.A.R 3 is quite scary. You know, with F.E.A.R 3, we knew that we had to maintain the tenets that made the first two titles successful. As well, you know, we brought in masters of horror, Steve Niles and John Carpenter, to help us craft the story as well as, you know, amp up our horror and our really big horror moments. So Steve worked directly with the dev team in crafting the story. You know, he comes from a horror background, 30 Days of Night, and so that was great stuff working with Steve. In addition, John consulted on our bigger horror moments and our cinematics, really amping up, you know, the fear in F.E.A.R.
Shame on you, wrecking the man's home like that.
Our newest feature, our best newest feature, is our Divergent co-op. You can play as Pointman and Fettle. They're brother characters in F.E.A.R 3. And each character has a truly unique set of abilities. So as Pointman, you're still the same, you know, genetically engineered super soldier that you were in F.E.A.R 1. Now on the other hand, there's Fettle, his brother, who's a ghost in F.E.A.R 3. And as a ghost, he's got, you know, a totally unique set of abilities. And those are things like the ability to levitate objects and people in the world, suspend enemies. But the coolest part about Fettle is that he's got the ability to possess enemies in the world. And so once he possesses those enemies, then he has the attributes of those enemies and he can use the weapons that those enemies can use. Not F.E.A.R 3 in particular, but I do know back when I played F.E.A.R 1 for the first time, I definitely thought about Alma, you know, after the fact. I think that there are certainly members of the dev team that would prefer to work during the day, yes. Yeah. My favorite horror movie would probably have to be The Shining. Yeah, with Jack Nicholson and, you know, being locked in that cabin. Yeah, that's quite scary.
Here's Johnny.
Une chose est sûre, ce jeu ne manquera pas de scènes éprouvantes. Mais faut-il avoir un esprit dérangé pour produire F.E.A.R 3? On vous laisse en juger avec le test Inside.
Looks like the explosion at the end of F.E.A.R 1, the explosion that destroyed Fairport.
What was that sound?
That one, I'd have to say, we have an enemy type in F.E.A.R 3. It almost looks like an attacking scavenger. You can see the head in the center there, and it's sort of jumping out at you. Wow, that surprisingly looks like another one of our enemy types in F.E.A.R 3. Kind of like the creep. Watch out for him, yeah.
Si vous aussi, à la vue de ces taches d'encre noire, vous voyez des choses bizarres, appelez Gong, nous on est déjà en thérapie. Bref, F.E.A.R 3 c'est un coup de cœur, reste à savoir si le vôtre sera bien accroché lorsque vous appuierez sur Play. À une prochaine dans Inside.